Anyone? If not, I will ask you a question, Professor Goldman. We are talking about creativity in the city, creative economy in the cities. And previously you tried to talk about craft. I was wondering, creativity and craft are something cultural, intangible. Do you think they are bounded territorially? Are they bounded in certain spaces instead of non-space bounded?我刚刚问的一个问题，因为我们这个是跟空间有关的一个主题，所以我希望跟他谈一点有关空间的事情，就是创意会被空间绑住吗？如果是，到底是怎么一回事？这样子。
So I don't understand exactly your question because what do you mean, the limits of the spatial or?
Well, we were trying to talk about creative economy in cities, which means that to some extent, some creativity will be bounded within certain spaces or some places. And you mentioned the cure in your articles. And then you talk about Okinawa or some other places. Then you switch to Japan. And I was wondering, is creativity spatially bounded in your argument?
Yeah, why creativity located in a very specific place is one theory to come from the Richard Florida. I already mentioned that tolerance and also some atmosphere is very important to attract creative people. But I examined the Tokyo metropolitan city, and almost creative industry located in the very center of the city, very center of the city, not surrounding Tokyo metropolitan area. It's very concentrated in the center of the city. And we interviewed with the metropolitan government of Tokyo, and we interviewed the creator, why do you locate here, not there? And they say it's very easy to access to another people, another creative company or another creative people. So it's very convenient for them to contact easier with the creators together. And another thing is a good image of place. This is very important for the designers, design company, fashion company, and also advertisement. So if you want to have a guest to negotiate with about business, you would like to invite guests to the very luxurious, not luxurious, but a good atmosphere cafe or bar or something like that. And you would like to say, my company is located near to this fancy place or something like that. So image of company is very important for creative industries. And also, on the other hand, craft companies are located in very traditional districts because they have already historical roots there. And also, animation located in the west side of the Tokyo. And because one study starts from the 1940s in the west side of Tokyo, and they have a connection between companies and companies. And so logistics is easier for them to bring one product to another. So yeah, there are many reasons, but clustering is one feature of the creative industry.
Any more questions?
And also, I forget to say how much the price of the Beetle by Kutani. You know how much? And this is just the exhibition that I showed the Beetle of Kutani in 1,500 euro. 1,500 euro, quite expensive. But 70 or 80 people asked to make Beetles for them, and 70 or 80 Beetles were sold out. They didn't expect to sell, but people are interested in buy this very expensive beetle. So what is important for the surviving creative industry is that establish more value. Not just making a mass production and price lower. This is not a good way, I think. Creating a value, increase value is more important.
We only have 5 minutes left, so make a very simple question for very quick answer. Thank you.
Hi, Professor Kodo. I'd like to thank for your interesting talk. The first question I'd like to ask you is that craft industry is kind of a traditional industry, and also from your slide I can see those professional, experienced sensei. They are kind of elderly person. Have you ever think about that? Whether the young people, Japanese young people, they like to learn this kind of skill or to inherit that traditional craft skill, and how to sustain that craft industry in Kyoto? That is my question.
So in Japan, we have art university, lots of art university, and art university has a faculty of crafts or something like that. And through this education, university education, people can get a skill. And also the Kanazawa special school of crafts already Imoto-san mentioned about that. This school can students can learn the skills of craft in the school in Kanazawa, and it takes 5 years or so, and in the university 4 years or so. And but I think what this program is craft world in Japan now is a craftsman is a rather old man. Very few young people, but recently young women are interested in making a craft and can be a craftsman. So we give some title of the craftsman. I experienced more than 10 years and making exhibitions, traveling in Japan. So this exhibition attracts more attention from people and get attention from young people. And these young women are willing to become a craftsman now.
I suppose we used up our time. Thank you for your attention. Let's move to the next section. Thank you.